Hello, this is Cameron, and I am doing a video on my 3-month experience with the no shampoo diet. Stupid joke. Um, this is Betty Boop, and she is going to be my partner in health and virility today. I just ended the 3-month shampoo excursion. I don't know if you can tell, but I just wanted to make a video on my experiences with it, some of the conclusions that I've made ultimately about the entire process of the hair. I know that a lot of people really care about the way their hair looks. They like to look good, and I think everyone wants to show on the outside what we know is on the inside. Aw. And so, 3 months. I'm gonna get the computer off my lap so I can have children at some point. 3 months, and honestly, my hair looked good for probably 40% of it, and looked absolutely dreadful for the other 60%. And it was completely, um, you know, invariable. Um, it was completely variable in how it would look on any given day. I did find that when I should take a shower every other day, and I found that on the other day, my hair would usually look a little bit better when I wasn't rinsing it off. So, water definitely does activate some kind of an oil response, but I do think that ultimately, also as an aside, you need to have filtered water, especially drinking water, but also especially shower water if you're trying to have proper hair and skin health, especially if you live in a city. New York City has terrible tap water. Uh, Nashville, Tennessee has terribly high chlorinated tap water. All this stuff dries out your skin, toxifies your body, and it's ridiculous. That especially, I mean, I'm just talking about America right now, but you need to be aware of what you're putting into your body, and water is a huge part of that. So, um, the reason that I think that there are so many different results, so many different experiences with not using shampoo and just using water on your hair, obviously, I think there are a few key things like the one I just said, the type of water you use, but also your diet and the health of your body are going to be what ultimately lead into how your hair is going to look and how your body is going to present itself. So, I think one of the main reasons that I had such a hard time doing this is because throughout the entire time I've been doing cellular, God, cellular detoxification, um, cleaning my body out. So this is where we're really going to get into it, because I think that if you do not address this, you're never going to have healthy hair, because your body is going to be unhealthy, your body is going to be acidic. Why do we have dry hair? Why do we have oily hair? So in nature, in this entire world, when there's a action, there's a reaction. So dryness and oiliness in your hair are acidic reactions. Acids dehydrate, and oils are antacids. Think of fatty tissue pockets. Think of cholesterol as largely fat. Your body uses oils to balance itself out on an alkaline acid scale. Our body is alkaline. Our body is anywhere from a 7.4 to a 7.8 pH at any given time, and if it goes anywhere above or below that, we are looking at death. So when we bring in something like a Coca-Cola, which is about a 2.4 pH, I believe, or anything, meats are incredibly acidic and terribly hard to digest. Dairy is incredibly acidic and terribly hard to digest. All processed foods, um, all these chemical additives, all this stuff is acidic. So when you bring this stuff in, it leaves an acidic residue on the body that your body then needs to clean out. And it does so through one of the biggest systems of the body, the lymphatic system. It covers every blood vessel and vascular system of the body, and it cleans out the blood and then filters the blood. and the lymphatic system through the kidneys, out through the urine. It also filters it through the bowel system and through the skin. So if your body is toxic, if your head area is acidic, if your scalp is acidic through these problems, you're going to have oily or you're going to have really dry hair. And you can definitely exacerbate this issue with all the chemical shampoos, all the chemical conditioners, chemical hair mousses, freaking trying to get the perfect coif for the summer season. All this stuff is chemical shit, just to be frank. It's terrible. You can't even read the bottles of these things because they're like hieroglyphics, so they might as well be. And you know, so the theory behind not using any of these, the premise behind that at least, is totally valid. You should never use any of those products. For deodorant, I use baking soda. It works just as well. I brush my teeth with baking soda as well. I use little to no kind of products other than that. I think that the main reason you don't smell good, the main reason that your hair is looking ridiculous, it's the health of your body. There's always a reason behind it. Acids don't smell very good either. And that's usually what you're eliminating out of one of the most porous and absorbent areas of your body. So you should be putting aluminum and all these different chemicals into your armpits. You're going to get cancer, pretty much. So the act of cleaning all of this out is a complicated one, but it's also very simple. It's just the act of letting your body heal itself, because it's your body healing itself. It's nothing else, but you can definitely help it. And so I've done a video on this before, so I'm not going to really get too deep into it, but I think that if you do not clean out your body, there's always going to be a reaction, especially if you're dealing with your hair as a main problem, being too dry or too oily. You definitely have an issue up here. It's also why people go bald, is because the follicles get burnt. At least so it has been explained to me. So during my time, doing this, especially for the last month, as I've said, I did all of those juice fasts, and my hair looked excessively oily. So that is, at least in my opinion, my hypothesis put into practice. My head was clearly having an eliminative reaction to my diet and the herbs I was taking. So it's incredibly variant. You watch these videos online of people that have been doing no shampoo for a very long time and they're not seeing results. Some people see results fairly quickly. I think it's dependent on the constitution of the individual in terms of their genetics and how their body reacts to things. If you have good eliminative organs, and if you don't have very much stuff caught up here, if you don't have a lot of acidity in the head as a basis, you probably are going to have an easier time having your hair not be that big of a thing that's going to be reacting to you cleaning your body. Or sometimes people are eating a standard diet, or even like a healthier whole food plant-based cooked diet, which a lot of the people that are doing the no shampoo thing are kind of probably more inclined to. And cooked food is not necessarily toxic, but it definitely shocks the body. That was the cutest sound ever. She's dreaming. And so when you pause the lymphatic system, what, baby? What is it? When you pause the lymphatic system, you don't really have a lot of things coming out of your hair, out of your skin, out of your head. But eventually it's going to catch up to you, and you're just going to have, autonomic releases, which is what acne is, and a lot of other kind of topical conditions like that. Typically, if you have a lot of issues with your hair, it's either going to be obviously from the shampoo products, but if you have issues in general, you're also likely going to have issues with your eyes, with your teeth health, with acne on your face, things like that. Maybe ear infections, anything in the head or throat or neck area. So ultimately, yeah, I think that eventually you can stop using shampoo and conditioner and all this stuff in general if you want to have really good hair health. I think that in the interim, while you are cleaning out your body and really addressing the cause of this issue, you can use organic, simple ingredient shampoos and conditioners, and that will not be exacerbating the issues because most of these ingredients are alkaline in nature and they're just there to hydrate or to strip the the acids and the oils from your scalp and from your hair. So I don't think that's exacerbating the issue, and I think it's not really founded to be against those shampoos and conditioners. I wanted to just dive into it, and I wanted to see exactly how I reacted to using absolutely no products for an extended period of time. And basically, my hair didn't look very good. So I've started to use an organic shampoo and conditioner again. I use something called Plaine products, Plaine. It's the only shampoo that's ever worked for me, but it's also quite expensive. My hair is very, very fine and sensitive, so people of different hair types are going to be able to find shampoos that work for them. People have also tried washing their hair with apple cider vinegar and baking soda. I haven't tried that. My sister tried it, and she said it didn't really work, but I think that it definitely works for some people. So finding that balance, I think, is valid if you want your hair to look good in the interim of cleaning out your body. You could even do that indefinitely if you don't want to do a long process of cleaning out your body, which obviously you should because it's going to benefit your life in every possible way. But my main issue is that I don't want to wash my hair anymore. I don't think you need to. I know many people that have cleaned their bodies out and their hair has grown in even more, and it looks more vibrant and beautiful and lush than ever before. So that's what I want to work towards, obviously. But I think that I don't want to, I have no idea how long this is going to take. And I don't want my hair to look really, really greasy all the time. It doesn't look good. I don't feel good when my hair looks terrible. So I think that is my opinion on this. I think that it's a systemic problem. So obviously cancel out all the chemical stuff, but if your hair is still not looking good doing no shampoo, then you have some work you need to do. That rhymed. So this was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. Belly has done her dreaming noises, and now she is doing her aerobics, and we're going to do some yoga later. So I hope you have a beautiful day. That is my thought on that, and goodbye.